Hello, everyone. Susan Campfield here with SueStanfield.com. It surprised me. It just started. So, hello. Uh, Welcome to my stamp room. It's going to be another crazy stamping adventure here on a Saturday night in St. Paul, Minnesota. Welcome, everyone. So glad that you're here. I wanted to take a minute to thank each and every one of you for making and sending handmade cards. I know that you're making the world a kinder place every time you do that, every time you send that paper hug off in the mail. So thank you for all you're doing. Hopefully tonight you'll get a little creative inspiration to inspire you to make even more cards, right? So many more people that we could reach out to. Tonight we're going to play with a bundle called Merriest Trees. Merriest Trees bundle is in the mini catalog, the September to December mini catalog that's about to retire. And this one is the dies and the stamp set are both carrying over to the new catalog, the new mini catalog, or I should say they'll still be available. However, the bundle for the 10% savings will not. So even if you've already got your Christmas cards now, you might want to check this one out to see if it's something you want to use in the future and add to your collection, because you're going to want to get it in December when you can get that extra discount. So looking forward to creating with you tonight. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh wait, it's over here. It's okay. It's all good. I didn't have my beverage, and a beverage is very important here at Sue Stampfield Land. In case you haven't joined me before, I'm a messy crafter and I lose things. I set it down, I put something on top of it, and it disappears. So when I find it again, we all take a sip. It's just a little game that we play here. So let me know what's in your cup tonight. I've got ice water, again, my go-to. I panicked there. I was like, I don't know if I have a beverage. And tonight's, we're actually going to make it into a gift card holder, because this is the season, right? Where gift card holders are really, really useful to have on hand. And I think it's nice to have a variety of different gift card holders for different people, so I can match them up with who it makes the most sense. So we're going to go ahead and get this party started. A shout out to my moderator, Jennifer Walsh, who's hanging in the comments. Also wanted to invite you to subscribe to my free project sheet, SueStampfield.com. Click on subscribe, and you can subscribe for my free project sheet emails, or you can subscribe for my blog, or you can subscribe to both. And we are getting very, very close to project sheet email going out. One did not go out last week. But so I've got lots stored up here for the next email. So my goal is to get it out within the next couple of days. So you can go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on to get even more creative inspiration right in your inbox. That was a lot of talking. It is that time of year where it's a little stressful, right? Things are getting a little crazy. So I am really excited to just relax and create with you all tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to drop to my desktop camera. Let's see what kind of mess I got going. Let's shove some things over there so you can't see them. There we go. There's my desktop. Okay, yay. All right, very good. Hello, everyone. So glad to see you got your Darlene is seeing a live, her first live presentation. Awesome. We're so glad that you're here, Darlene. We're just hanging out and creating tonight. So let's take a look at what we're using tonight. So this is the Merriest Trees stamp set. We're going to use the stamps and we're going to build a tree tonight. And then these are the dies. You can see I don't even have them put all over on the magnet yet. It's in process. I put the important ones over here. I don't know if we use the star tonight or not. We might. Oh, who knows? Who knows with us, right, friends? It could just, yeah, my nail polish is super dark, right? My husband and I went to a holiday show last night, and I was wearing a top that had burgundy in it. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to have my nails match my top. Usually I go with a very subtle color so they don't fight with the card. So I apologize in advance. My nails are not going to coordinate with tonight's card. I should have gone pink, right? Because we're going to use some pink tonight. Because you know what? Pink Christmas cards are just cool. They remind me of like that 50s vintage look, and I absolutely love them. So just for a little bit of fun, we're going to make a pink tree tonight. Yay. So I hope you guys will help me create. I love your advice as we go along. And I just think it makes, oh gosh, I don't want to use that Pierce mat. It's full of holes. So the Pierce mat is dual purpose. You can use it for stamping. You can use it for piercing. I like to have two. I like to reserve one just to use for stamping. And then I use one for paper pierce, for a separate one to poke holes in, right? All right, so I'm gonna just get all set up here. Where should we start? Well, we could start at the beginning, Susan. That would be a good idea. Yeah, good idea. Okay, we'll start. We'll start with stamping a tree. Now, this right off the bat is gonna. Where did my tree go? Oh my gosh! Oh, found it. Oh gosh! All right, we're off to a bang up start here. Take a sip, everyone. We're gonna be well lubricated tonight. I hope no one's drinking wine. That water is tasty. So this particular stamp set is really well designed. It's super cool, and I'm excited to play with it tonight because I haven't done a whole lot of creating with this one yet. So this tree and this tree, they pair up, right? So you stamp this detail on top of this tree, although you don't have to. So I've got my two stamps here, and what I need to decide is, all right, we're going pink. And so yeah, I think what I'll do, so I was toying with two options, right? One option was to go with the tree in Bubble Bath and the detail in Bubble Bath and not stamp off. And so this texture would be very, very subtle. The other option is to go with Bubble Bath for the solid tree and then a stamped off berry burst for the pine needles of the tree to make them show up a little bit more. I hope that makes sense. I'm probably confused you already. So instead of having you vote, I'm just going to pick one. Okay. So we are going to go with the Berry Burst ink pad here. Oh no, Janine, the ice machine's not working. Oh, that's the worst. I like only cold water, even in the dead of winter. I like, unless it's hot tea. So I am inking up this detail of the tree in Berry Burst. It's very pink, and I'm going to stamp it off on my scrap paper like so, and then I'm going to stamp it on my cardstock. Now you can use a scrap of cardstock for this. This tree is quite large, so I'm using a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of basic white because I tend to have a lot of those lying around because they're a perfect layer. So I've got this stamped, and let's see. So Judy says she takes a photocopy of the dies before you take them off the card so you know what you have. That's a great idea. I know my friend Carol Rosengren actually traces, she keeps them on the sheet, but she traces an outline of every single die. So that way if she knows if any are missing, it's pretty obvious because they're not there's an empty outline. That's what I'm trying to say. So I've got my Bubble Bath ink here, and I'm going to go ahead and ink this up in Bubble Bath. So this is the solid part of the tree. And this is a big stamp. So when I have a big stamp, I put it face up on my desk. I take my ink pad face down and just gently ink all over the stamp. Okay. Oh, one more just for good luck. It's such a light color, it almost looks like there's no ink on it. And then I hover over. Now I chose to do the outline or the inside detail first because I have horrible eyesight, you guys. I've talked about that before. It's pretty bad. That's why I wear glasses. And so for my eyes, it's much easier for me to line up the tree this way because this is such a light color. If I stamp this first and then tried to line up the detail on it, I would probably have trouble. Okay, so it works out better for me to do the detail first. The stamp set is called, Virginia, the stamp set is called Merriest Trees. The Merriest Trees bundle. So there we have our beautiful pink tree. Love it. I was down at my family's Christmas tree farm this weekend this past week. We don't have any pink trees down there. We only have the green ones that grow on the ground. But I took my mom she had a doctor appointment, and I decided to tag along with her just, because 2 ears are better than one. And And then outside in the doctor's office, there was a tree that was decorated all in pink. So maybe that's what inspired me tonight. I don't know. Sometimes I get inspired by things I see out and about, and I'm sure you're the same way. All right, so we've got our pink tree right here. And then just in case you're interested in what it would look like if I had not done the berry burst, this is the tree. So this one I did in bubble bath. Ooh, that was weird. My camera just did something funky. Hopefully I'm still on. It just jerked for no reason. So this one, I stamped the detail part, the needles, if you will, also in bubble bath. So they're very light. They just make kind of a texture. So that is certainly an option. Your Christmas cards are not red and green, Carol. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to do a non-traditional color because you know what? It's really going to make your card stand out, right? So we've got our tree and we're going to cut this out, but we're also going to, oh, see, I cover it up. I was looking for this paper and you see what I did? I set that right on top of it. Disappeared. Take a sip, everyone. We found it. So we're going to first cut a tree blank out of this die because we're going to cut this apart and we're going to build our tree. Okay, so let me bring in the dies here. There they are. So I'm going to grab this biggest die and I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to bring in the die cutting machine. And shout out to demonstrator Mary Fish. I saw a card that she did with these dies in, she did it in green, actually in granny apple green, I think. And so she was the one that suggested that you cut a tree blank out of white. And then we're going to cut this one apart with the little dies and we're going to build our tree on this blank. So let's give it a go. Let's see if it works. So we're going to cut a white tree. Again, I'm using a 4 by 5¼ inch piece. It's bigger than it needs to be. You can see I've got excess space. Well, maybe you can't because I'm reflection. It didn't need to be 5¼ but you know what? It's available. It's just sitting here waiting to be die cut. So, ooh, big crunchy sound. That's always a good noise. That means we made it through, right? All right, so here we've got our tree blank that we're going to use to build our other tree on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and die cut this, and we're going to be die cutting this one many, many, many times. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put in our. Now, my friend Linda Dalkey from Australia, she did a really pretty card. I believe it was with this set too, where she did it in pink, and I think she embossed in silver maybe, or she did a silver tree. I think she did a silver tree and a pink tree. And so you can check that out on her YouTube channel. That's Linda Dalkey in Australia. And you can hear her bird Cookie in the background while she's stamping. All right, I'm just lining up the die here, and then I'm going to put on a Post-it note because I don't want it to move when I'm die cutting this. All right. Now this, what we're doing here is a process. Again, I'm making this for a gift card holder, so this is something I would maybe only do a couple of. You could, if you wanted to do this as your Christmas card, you could take some shortcuts, and you could just go with the tree like this instead of cutting it apart. You could put this on your card, emboss the background, and you could be done, and that would kind of save a step, right? Or quite a few steps actually, but we're going to go for the super fancy tree here. So we're going to grab our dies here and let's take the next tree up. So you can see the tree is split apart into sections, and for each section there is a die. So I'm just going to line this up, reuse my same Post-it note, and send this through and chop this down. Chopping down our tree, friends. Chopping down our Christmas tree. Oh, and I'm jiggling the camera, all the things. I'm gonna raise the camera up, which means you probably can see some mess off to the side. All right, I got stamps all over my desk. Okay, give me a shout out in the comments if you have stamps laying out right now. Please tell me I'm not the only one. All right, so how do we do here? Oh, cute. So we got a bottom chunk of tree right here. And now we have our shorter tree. There is also a designer series paper if you really want the easy button with this this bundle. There's a designer series paper called A Walk in the Forest. Let me just grab it really quick here. Oh, maybe I can grab it. Here it is. And this one has trees on it that match this die that you can die cut out and be done, right? Super, super quick and easy. This is also a fundraiser. So when you purchase this paper, part of the proceeds go to the Toys for Tots. So it's a good cause as well. So if you're picking up this Merriest Trees bundle, you might want to pick up the Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper at the same time to maximize the use of your dies from this bundle. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stick that on. Oh, I'm wiggling again. Several of you say you've got stamps out. Okay, it's good to know I'm not the only one. Oh my gosh, you guys, these cords tonight are making me crazy. It's one thing about doing videos, there are lots of cords involved. But as long as you can see, that's the important thing. Uh-oh, Deborah's lost a stamp that says 2 on it. That sounds like a tiny one too, Deborah. I know you're going to find it. We're going to send positive vibes your way. Okay, we got a next one here. Now, I was a little off, too busy talking, not paying attention to what I'm doing. And so I got a little bit of extra. That's okay. This is how we fix that. All gone. All fixed. And we've got the next section. All right, we're down to this little guy. Super cute. Now, of course, you could stamp multiple trees. And here's our next one. We've even got one more. And, you know, do them in the different varying sizes. That's another way to use this set. Like I said, super, super clever design here. So shout out to the Stampin' Up! Designers. They're always coming up with clever new designs for us. All right, let's get this one chopped down. Oh, check your shoes. Yeah, sometimes those stamps go crazy places. I even found one on the bottom of my Simply Scored once. My scoring tool, it had wedged itself between the grid on the back. All right, let's pop this off. All right, there's our next chunk of tree. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. We got a little baby tree, so cute. All right, one more here, friends. This little top chunk of the tree right here. And now another easy button that you could do on this tree if you didn't want to do the whole sections and you didn't want to do a whole lot of I can tell I'm off on that one. Good heavens. Good heavens to Betsy. All right, there we go. Is you could stamp the tree on a designer paper and die cut it out. This one is from the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper. It's the 6x6 paper that's in the catalog. So you could do an ombre tree on this side, or you could do this side and your tree's already decorated with little baubles. How fun is that? I might have to do this one as an alternate in the Sue Stampfield Facebook group. Anyone's welcome to join us in the Sue Stampfield Facebook group. And oops, let me see if I can get this in the machine. There we go. That will cut better, Susan, if you put it in the machine. I often post alternates. So sometimes I have you guys vote for your choices, and sometimes I will post the alternates over in our Facebook group. So I can do that over there. All right, we got another chunk of tree and our last little bit of tree right here. All right, we've got all our tree parts. Before we say goodbye to our stamp and die cut machine here, I'm going to go ahead and do some embossing. So it's the embossing stamp machine. Okay, so we have the Snowfall 3D embossing folder. This is another one that is going to be carrying over, yay, in the catalog. And I want to make sure that this is the right size. Bear with me. Nope, it's not. Hang on. That was a super weird size. I don't even know what that was. All right, now it's 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to emboss it with snowflakes. Now there's other backgrounds that would be really pretty with this. You could do different embossing folders. Lots of options. But I grabbed the snowflakes this time. All right. let's take a look at the snowflakes and see what you think here. So there's the snowflake. So this is the Snowfall 3D. There's another name to it. Jennifer, what is this one called? Let's see. She hasn't put this one up. When Jennifer puts this up, then I'll tell you the right name for it. It's Snowfall Sky, maybe? Is that it? It's got 2 S's in it. I left an S out. Hold on a second here. All right, you know what? I'm going to have you vote because I might be changing my mind. All right, so this one is the Snowfall Sky embossing folder. Yes, there it is. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer's awesome. Let's give a shout out to Jennifer. She's the most amazing moderator ever. So she's here on YouTube dropping in all the info, measurements, and such right in the comments for us. So this is the Snowflake Sky, but you know what else would be really cute is the Merry Moments, and we could make it more of a musical cart. We could use one of our sentiments from Christmas classics and use one of our song titles. So let me know in the comments if you want to do the Merry Melody or if you want to do the Snowfall. While you're voting, I'm going to go ahead and just emboss this. Because even if you don't vote for it, I can do it. I can do the alternate with it, and then it'll be all ready because my family is, we're going to eat supper after our video is done here, and we're going to watch a show. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this embossed. All right. Snowflake, snowflake, snowflake. I see lots of snowflakes. Fortunately, we don't have many snowflakes on the ground here in Minnesota. I'd rather have them in the comments. Right now. So I have been down at my family's Christmas tree farm in southern Iowa. I went down to do the, there's the Merry Melody embossing folder. But it looks like we did have a few votes for the Merry Melody, but looks like snowflakes were the predominant ones. So we'll go with the snowflakes, and I'll do an alternate with this one. So I was down at the Christmas tree farm because the local kindergarten class comes for a field trip every year, and I do that program. My dad used to do that program when he was with us, but now that he's no longer with us, I'm the one that does the program, and so it's very fun. My mom absolutely loves it when the kids come out, and I'll be sharing some photos of that in my email when I send that out. I have tons of photos. So I'm going to build my tree. I'm going to use the blank tree here as a frame, I guess. It's okay if these pieces grow beyond it. That's fine, but this gives me kind of a starting point and helps me keep in line, and it gives me something to stick them to. So let's go ahead and we're going to get started. I'm going to do this bottom layer with the multi-purpose liquid glue. You can also do it with a tape runner if you prefer, or if you're not a fan of either, you can use glue dots. Oh, shout out to Ashley Carlson. I'm going to use since we're doing a Christmas tree, I have to use my Christmas tree multi-purpose glue holder. Ashley and her husband make 3D printing organizational supplies for crafters, and their company is called The Country Hive. You can Google it, and they do ship. They ship a lot of places, so you can check that out. All right, so a fun gift for friends, and you can also decorate it with rhinestones. Jennifer has one too. Ashley sent us each one, so shout out to Ashley there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start building this. Now I like texture, so I'm going to try. Oh, I'm throwing things around, friends. All right, would it work? Would it work if I did a dimensional here? Or is that going to make it too lumpy? Let me think about this. I don't think so. If I did the dimensional near the bottom of this tree layer, or maybe one on each side, and added that layer in, I think that'll be okay. Then it won't get, I don't want it where I get a stack of 4 and not be able to fit in the envelope, right? And I might have to go down to my mini. Oh my goodness, the dimensionals have a mind of their own tonight, you guys. Crazy. They're just flipping and flopping all over. It's like a fish out of water here. All right, come here, you. Just gonna pop you right on here. Hang on. What? There we go. Gotta line it up there. Okay, so we got that layer on. Oops. Now I've got my next layer on right here. Let's grab another dimensional. I'm just gonna stick it right on there. How about that? Will that work? We'll find out. We'll find out. What I wanted was where it's overlapping, but I'm not getting that. So I have to think here for a second. I'm going to change it up here. All right, hang on. Sorry, I do tap my nails when I'm thinking. And sometimes I think when I create, sometimes I don't. All right. So got my little mini on the top one there. The treetop. And I'm going to try something here. Where are you? I'm going to try tucking that under a little bit more. Let's see what that looks like. It gives him a kind of a interesting layer behind. Not sure if I like that. I'm going to go back to how it was. All right, let's go with this, friends. All right, here is our pink tree. So the bottom one is not layered. These other are. They're not sticking up as much as I'd like. So I'm gonna do some experimenting. I'm gonna take this guy off. This is an adhesive eraser. Stampin' Up! Used to sell them years ago, but now you can buy them in art supply places. I believe you can get them on Amazon as well. I'm going to try doing a glue dot and see if I like that better. Ruh-roh. Oh, here they are. Found them. They were hiding by the dimensionals. There. Take a sip, everyone. We momentarily lost them, but they were quickly recovered. All right. Oh, where did it go? I need my take your pick tool and I can't find it. Oh, wait. I think I see it poking up. It's under a pile of stuff. What a surprise. Found it. Take another sip, friends. While I get this stuck on. Rachel did a small dimensional and then at the bottom of the design and glue on the top. That's Rachel Tessman at stampyourartout.com, one of my team members. She is awesome. So I'm just trying this because now it makes the bottom of the tree flatter, which makes the upper part of the tree pop up a little bit more. And I'm kind of like that. I know for you guys, you probably can't tell because it's hard to see that dimension on a flat camera, right? It doesn't show, but I'm a little happier with that. So I've got this one glued flat. This one is with glue dots, which bring it up just a little bit. And then we have dimensionals, two full size here and one mini on the top part. All right, let's bring in our embossed piece with our snow. We're gonna, oh gosh, I forgot. I want to do a trunk. We're gonna stamp a trunk. So this stamp set has a tree trunk right here. And I've got it on a block ready for us to go. Oh, found it. It's tiny and it was trying to run away, but you can't. You can run, but you can't hide. And then I'm going to use, again, a non-traditional color for my tree trunk. I'm going to use smoky slate. Although when you think about it, bark is kind of a gray color, right? But I'm getting inspiration from my shirt tonight, which has gray and pink in it. So that's what we're going with. So I'm going to stamp my smoky slate tree trunk right here. I'm just using the scrap of my leftover piece from when I did my tree. And we're going to bring in that embossing machine. And you know what? While we're bringing in the embossing machine, let me think about a greeting. And I'm going to ask your opinion on that. So we've got hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season, love and joy, or we could go with a nice traditional Merry Christmas on the front. So this is for the front. Let me know if you want spirit, love, or merry. Let me know in the comments. Spirit, love, or merry. And it says, hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. And then while we're going to be die cutting this, we might as well die cut a label to put our greeting on. Let me find, aha, I knew I had another piece floating around here somewhere. I'm seeing a little bit of love and a lot of Marys. All right, we're going to go with some like the love and peace, some like the love and joy, some like the Merry. We'll go with the Merry Christmas, go traditional on that part. So I have that on a block already. It's right here. And, okay, next question. I think we're going to do that in silver, smoky slate, sorry. You could also emboss this in silver if you wanted. I'm going to do it in gray, which is going to pick up with the gray of the trunk. If we don't like it, we could do it in Berry Burst. Oh, Susan, bad stamping. Oh, goodness. Don't look, you guys. Don't look. So when you're using a clear stamp, it is better to put your cushion under your stamp first, your Stampin' Pierce mat, because that will give you a better image, especially on a very delicate stamp like this one. Otherwise, you want to just make sure you press really hard and firmly to get all the parts. I did not. All right, so I'm just curious. I want to see what it looks like in Berry Burst, and then I want to have you pick which one is going on our gift card holder. Okay, I'm going to clean my stamp here. Cheapest washing machine you'll ever buy, Stampin' Scrub, and I just spritzed it with the Stampin' Mist that cleans and conditions your stamp. Stamps keeps them nice and doing what they're supposed to be doing. All right, let's grab the Berry Burst ink pad. This is squeaky. This is what we stamped our pine part of our tree, but we did stamp it off first, so I'm going to do that again. All right, so which one should we use on our card? The smoky slate version of Merry Christmas, or should we use the Berry Burst? Let me know in the comments which color greeting you think would be better, gray or pink for our greeting. Our Merry Christmas here. I'm going to close these up before I stick my white card in them. So, and then while you are voting there, I'm going to remove this, get this out of our way, and get our dies ready. Let's see. Pink berry. You don't know anyone that uses the Stampin' Scrub? A lot of people use the this. This is one cut in half, actually, but I prefer the Stampin' Scrub because I don't have a sink very close to where I stamp, and so that works better for me. So, boy, it's pretty tight here. We got gray, berry, 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 gray, 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 berry. It kind of looks like a tie. All right, I think there's a few more berries, but it's really close. All right, we're going to go with Berry Burst here. So, the chamois. Thank you, Mary. I knew the name. You think it's too much pink, Elizabeth? Berry. Berry, berry. I love pink and gray too. All right, so where are our shapes here? So I've got this Merry Christmas, and I'm a sucker for every label shape die. So these are some of my go-tos. And I decided that they just need to live on my desk because I use them so often that they just need to be here. So these are the nested essential dies that would fit beautifully on our greeting there. That's the second up from smallest of the nested rectangles. These are the something fancy. Whew. I thought I wasn't going to be able to remember it. That would fit beautifully as well. And then I don't think these are going to work for this one. So let me know in the comments which one we should use. What do I want to call this? The rectangle or the label? This one just has a little extra fanciness on it. So let me know in the comments. And while you're voting on that, I'm going to grab the die cutting machine. I also need the little die to cut my trunk of my tree here. Label, label, label. All right, we're going label. All right, you guys are decisive tonight. I love it. All right, label it is. We'll put the nested essential back. Things are falling. I crack myself up. Okay, stop falling, you guys. Seriously. All right. They're not very secure over there, as you might be able to tell. All right, let's bring in our die cutting machine and finish our card. Okay. Come on down. All right. Here we go. The other thing I really like about this this die set is it comes with this great big tag. So this tree actually would be super cute tag to put on all of your Christmas gifts. You can make your own tags with this set too. So that's another way to use it. All right, let's bring in the die cutting setup. So I've got the Stamp Cut and Emboss machine, got platform number 1, then die adapter number 2, and the Scarta plate on the bottom, which is getting pretty curvy. So if you rotate it or flip it every time, it will stay flat for quite a while. Sometimes I forget, and then it starts to curve. And eventually, it's hard to get your dies to sit flat. So it's time to replace it. All right, so I don't remember which one we're doing. I think the pink one. If we think it's too much pink, though, we can got our gray option, right? I'm going to grab another Post-it note here. If I could find the one I was using before, I would use it. Oh, wait, here it is. Found it. Take a sip, everyone. I'll use it for the trunk of the tree. Okay, this is really, really fancy way to make your paper smaller to fit in the die in the die cutting machine. We just rip it. We just rip it, you guys. It's paper. We can do that, right? It's got a grain to it, and it comes from trees. So we are making trees out of tree parts. Paper's tree parts, right? Okay. Now we're just getting silly. All right, we're just going to go ahead and send this through. All right, crank it through. Don't knock anything over. Gosh, I hope nothing moved. Well, you know what? If it did, it's a one-of-a-kind hand-stamped item, right? We don't want to make it too perfect, or they might think you bought it in a store. All right, let's pull this off. Here we go. There's our little, ooh, not super perfect, but that's okay. It's a little bit, can you see that? My die went a little bit wonky on me. I didn't have it secured as well as I could have, but that's okay. That gives us that little handmade imperfection, right? Then they know we cared enough to stamp it ourselves. All right, let's get all of this off the table. Just pile it back there, Sue. Just pile it back there. All right, let's, cute tree. All right, we got our tree. We got our Merry Christmas right here. Just figuring out how I want to put it on the card. It's just barely going to fit. And there are a little, oops, wrong way. Tree trunk. Well, I don't know. I guess we could do it either way, right? I could do the pokey edge down. I was thinking, you know what? I like that. Maybe that's how it's supposed to go. I was thinking that was almost like a signpost, how it was pokey, but it actually gives the trunk a real 3D dimension, and it hides my boo-boo. So it's a win-win. All right, I'm going to take a glue dot, which I have now misplaced. Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah, it's piled under. Well, I don't think these are the ones I was using before. Who knows where those went, but these will work. And this is not the take your pick tool I was using before, but it has become uncovered, so we'll use it. Gracious. All right, we're going to stick a glue dot right there on the end of our tree trunk, on the top, on the front of it, and pop it underneath our tree. Right there. And then I am using this as a gift card holder, and I'll honestly will probably give this out. I'll hand it to the person most likely. So I'm going to go ahead and use loads of dimensionals. Just load this baby up. That's my favorite. Lots of dimension. And you can use the edges. You can use the extra bits. It's all good. All right, let's pop these off. You know, just for extra, I'm going to put a little mini. Ah, found them. They were not back where I didn't put them back where they wanted. Uh-oh, it's the mini is trying to stick to my nail polish. All right, there we go. Wouldn't want to miss one, right? All right, let's pull these off. And I'm not going to stick it down. I'm just going to lightly rest it here because I need to decide where my greeting is going to go. I want to make sure I've got room for that. That baby's going up on dimensionals too, because why not? Why the heck not, right? All right. Here we go. All right, so we got our little Merry Christmas just kind of tucked right under there. It looks like that's all going to fit. I could even shift this down just a skosh, which is another way of saying a little bit, right? All right. There we go. There's our Christmas. Now I'm wondering about a bow. I'm going to run into problems. And if I want to add a bow, some of you are not fans of bows. I do realize that. I am. So sometimes we disagree on that a little bit, but it's all good. All right, there we go. All right, now I'm happy with my tree. I've done monkeying around with it. So I've got my tree on there with the Merry Christmas. Holy heck, I need a card. Let's grab a paper trimmer. Now remember, we're going to do a gift card and make a gift card slot inside of here. So grab my cardstock here. Going to cut this in half, 5.5 by 8.5 because I'm in the US here, and that's our standard card size. And I'm going to fold this in half. Not even scoring it, being super lazy. Oh, here's one folder that's not one of the pretty ones, but it does the job, right? All right, so I've got that folded. Let's go ahead and cut this down. So I think I used up all my pile of 4 by 5. So this is going to be for the gift card slot. So this is 4 by 5.25. And I'm going to do the same type of gift card slot that I did in the last video. So we're going to take the Heartfelt Hexagon Punch. This one is not in any catalog, but is available. You just go to the website, and it's on there with you can get it as a bundle, or you can get the punch alone. You can search for Heartfelt Hexagon right there. The punch has got the same name as the stamp set. And for this card, I'm just using the punch, and I'm going to slide it in all the way. I shared the same trick in the last video, which was on Tuesday, and it's a good one, so we're using it again. So I'm going to punch this out. This particular punch is the perfect size. Uh-oh, hang on. Hold the phone. Aha, here's a gift card floating around on my desk. The perfect size for a gift card. It's just absolutely the perfect width. So we're going to pop this inside our card, and then we'll have a little place to put our gift card. Now, if you weren't making this a gift card, you're just making it a card, you wouldn't need to use this, right? You can leave this step out, but I'm going to use it as a gift card. So I'm going to go ahead, and apparently my gift card had something dark on it because it's gotten yucky on my thing. That's okay. It's all right. It's all good. All right, where is my tear and tape end? Aha, found it. So I am going to, well, I guess that's a found it, right? Take a sip, everyone. Sometimes finding the end of the tear and tape is the hardest part. So I am going to put this across the bottom. I am close to the bottom, almost lined up with the bottom there. So we're going to go ahead and take the backing off here. There we go. And then I will put a little bit of, found it. I was afraid I left all my adhesive in the supplies when I helped Mom make her Christmas cards when I was down in Iowa. But I left one here, so it's all good. No need for me to panic. All right, I am going to stamp. You can stamp a greeting on this. All right, I've got that popped in there. And now where's a gift card here? I think I have a couple floating around on my desk here. Yeah, here's a Target one. Of course, would have to have a gift card that had pink in it, right? Does this one have pink in it? Red, orange, and green. Well, not really. All right, there's probably one in my gift card stash. Am I the only one that saves gift cards? Because I like to use them on my videos, probably. All right, so I'm going to put a greeting up here. That's optional. You can also put a greeting here. So I'm just going to go to the stamp set here, and I'm going to put in this one, which I think is an adorable stamp. It says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas," in the shape of a Christmas tree. So clever how the script is just in that tree shape. And we're going to go with our berry burst again. Found it. It was under the gray. Squeaky pad. Sorry about that. That one's a squeaky one. And I'm just going to stamp this off on the scrap paper again. Scrap paper is getting lots of work. All right, and then I'm going to stamp that inside my card right here. There we go. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to, this time, so last time I did this, I kind of messed up. Where's the one I did in the last video? Well, you guys wouldn't know. It's here on my desk. Found it. Here it is. It was hiding. So this was the front of the card. This was super, super simple. This is a designer series paper. It is called something Winter Meadow. Sorry, brain just froze up there. The Winter Meadow Designer Series paper is actually made to be cut into 4 by 5 1/4 panels to fit on the standard card front, and you can get 6 out of a sheet. Each one has this scene or similar. Sometimes the deer's over here, but the inside of this one, you can see the slot. Now with this one, I stamped the greeting a little bit lower than I should have. So this time I'm going to make sure my card is in the slot first to guide me with where I want to stamp. All right, so I'm going to slide the gift card in there, and then let's just go ahead. Okay, so let me make sure this makes sense. So on the front of my card it says Merry Christmas. Over here it says we wish you a Merry Christmas, and over here we're going to say hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. How about that? We'll use that spirit of the season. You could also keep it short and simple and go with the love and joy, but I haven't used this stamp yet and I want to use it, so let's do it. You could also put to you and yours, but it's probably just for them, so because it's a gift card, right? All right, I need a block. All right, let's go ahead and ink this up in again, Berry Burst. Again, stamp it off. And this time, cross my fingers that I don't mess it up. But we can cover up any boo-boos, right? Hoping your home, it's sort of straight. Oh, look. When you're setting your block down, friend, don't put it in the ink pad like I just did. Oh my goodness. Jennifer, it's crazy here tonight. We're out of control. Now I have to clean my block in my Stampin' Scrub. All right, that works. All right. Okay, let's put the front on our card and decide how we want to decorate it, because, you know, we're not done yet. We could be done, but we don't have to be. All right, so we're going to pop this right on the front of our card with our pink tree. And let's grab our adhesive here. And pop this on. Now, again, this one we chose to cut the tree segments apart and stack them on that base. You don't have to, though. You can just stamp the tree and cut it out as one piece if you want to make a lot of gift card holders and you want to make them faster. Or you can also do it where you just do the pink. Hang on, I've got a random bow that has stuck itself to the back of this tree. You can also go with just the pink, and then I did the needles in the bubble bath. So bubble bath on bubble bath. So lots of options here. Now this, you know, since this ribbon wanted to jump into the fray, oh, that is quite pretty. Okay, I wasn't thinking of using this one. This one is the, oh, Jennifer, Lordy, what is this? I don't even, oh, hey, found those glue dots I lost earlier. I don't even know where the roll of this ribbon is because it was just hanging out on my desk, which means the whole, oh, here's the roll right here. It is called iridescent ribbon. Well, that makes a lot of sense in white, but it's got a very pink hue to it. So this would definitely You stick your fingers in the ink pad. Oh yeah, yeah, I do that too. All the things, right? That would be super cute. The other option we have, what I was originally thinking of using, was this one. We have a 3-pack of sheer 3/8 inch wide ribbon that comes with bubble bath, lemon lolly, and what's the other color? Something. Oh yes, Azure Afternoon. So let's see what this looks like, and you can vote and let me know what you think. So, oh, there's Jennifer right on it as usual. This is the iridescent ribbon number right there. And the other option here is the sheer ribbon, which Jennifer has right here. Now this one's a little smaller, so might actually fit a little better on our card. And this one has, I don't think it's showing up on the camera, but it has a silver thread in it. I'm getting this weird like jumping on my camera. I don't know what's going on here. All right, let me just grab my paper snips here, and I'm just gonna give this a little twist so that both tails with the shiny silver are up. It actually is silver on both sides though, so you don't have to do that. And I'm gonna have you vote on which one you like better. So here is the narrower 3/8 inch with the bubble bath. And I would probably cut that down a bit more. Okay, so that's one option, is the bubble bath. Oops. Things are encroaching, you can't even see. Or we can go with the iridescent and add a lot of shimmer right there. And you know we're going to add gems, right? It's a given, right? You know we're going to add gems. All right, so I've got, which one do we do? Do we do the pink or white? Let me know in the comments. Pink or white? No ribbon. Bubble bath, pink. Yep, looks like we are going with the pink. Yeah, I agree. This one is really pretty, but it is a little big. Just a little big for our cards. So let's grab the glue dots. And here we go. I'm going to roll this back and pop this on. So I'm just pressing my knot onto my glue dot and lifting it off and popping it on the card right here. So we've got our silver edged ribbon. Now you could skip the ribbon and you could actually use one of the other dies in here, and you could do a star on top of the tree if you'd rather. That would be cute as well. All right, so I am thinking we're going to go, oh, found it. I found my Take Your Pick tool that doesn't have the die brush attachment. It had rolled off my desk. It is a very naughty Take Your Pick tool. It does that rolling trick a lot. All right, let me grab some iridescent rhinestones. Oh my goodness, I've destroyed these. I've cut them into bits. I am going to see what these look like. Now we could put them on the tree. That'd be a lot of them. We could just go with 3 up here around our sentiment. I think I'm going to go that road. I'm going to do 2 small and 1 medium and see what that looks like. There we go. It just adds a little bit of sparkle and shimmer to the front. Okay, hang on, bear with me here. I'm just going to see what the ribbon looks like. It does not want to come off. It wants to stay. I'm going to see what it looks like over here. Obviously, I would move that one. I'm just going to see if I like it better on the outside. Maybe. Let's move this guy over here. And I'm going to try this right here on that side of the card. I think I like that a little better. It's not interfering with the top of my tree that way. All right, there we go. So we've got our pretty pink with a little bit of gray or silver tree, and which is a gift card holder inside. I'll have to go find a gift card that has pink in it. I think I have a Apple Music one that is pink, maybe. I'll see what I've got in my stash there. All right, I'm going to flip the card, and I will do an alternate with that paper that we were looking at. Another fun thing you could do again, make it super, super simple, is if you have the shimmer, soft shimmer paper, this is single-sided, and it's a kind of a glitter paper. And you could do, to cut the large tree out of this and just make a super shimmery, shiny tree, right? So many options, but oh, my heart is happy we've made a pink tree, friends. All right, I'm going to flip the camera here. And what am I doing the alternate with? I'm doing the alternate with the Bright and Beautiful paper, which is somewhere in this disaster that I have now created on my desk. Oh, I found it. Found it, friends. Take one last sip of your beverage. Okay, this one. So I'm either going to use the pretty polka dot side to have balls on our tree to be decorated, or the ombre side. I think either one would work. So, all right, I'm going to flip the camera here. There we go. Hi, friends. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And thank you again so much for making and sending handmade cards. You are making the world a kinder place. So thanks for all that you do. And again, the project sheet email is imminent, coming soon, along with some pictures from our adventures at the Christmas Tree Farm. And you can go to SueStampfield.com, click on subscribe, and select project sheets if you would like those in your inbox. So take care, everyone. Have a great night, and thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all your help, Jennifer. Bye-bye, friends.